Hello. In this video, I will explain concept of velocity of circulation of money and factors which will affect velocity of circulation of money. After completing velocity, we will be also considering RBI's approach to money supply in this video. Velocity is speed of circulation of money, number of times that money changes hands. Okay. Money supply, when we have considered flow approach to money supply. So we say stock of money multiplied by velocity will result into flow of money. So when velocity will be more, overall circulation is more of currency when MV का जो answer आएगा that will be higher. So stock of money multiplied by velocity will give us flow of money. Now, whether velocity will be more or less in transactions, that depends upon various factors. We will be listing these factors. First is volume of production and trade. Higher the volume of production, higher the volume of trade, money will circulate more often, more number of times money will circulate. So velocity will be more. If developed financial institutions we have, if proper institutional arrangements are prevalent, then velocity will be higher. So positive relation it will have. Savings, if you make high, means you are spending low. So velocity will become low. Velocity will be high when money will go for next round circulation. So with savings, you are holding money if you keep it at home with you. So circulation में पैसा कम जा रहा है आगे, velocity will become low. Changes in price level, for purchasing same products you will need more currency. So money will circulate more often, more number of times. So higher will be velocity. Regularity and certainty of income receipts. If income is regularly received, like you know, on every first you will be receiving your income. So there is certainty, income is regular. Now you can spend easily. There is no need for you to worry that if your income is received on 10th or 15th, how we will manage additional number of days. So with regularity and certainty of income in your hand, you will be able to spend without much hesitation. So velocity will become more. There are some more factors which are affecting velocity of circulation. Income velocity is dependent upon these factors. Growth of national income. Higher the income of a country, more money they have in their hand, which will be going for circulation. Demand for idle cash. You keep money idle means you are not spending that. If you don't spend, तो क्या होगा? Money will remain idle, na? You're not spending. So velocity will become low. Quantity of money supply, if increases, less stress on velocity. MV, flow of money we talk of. So if M is more, V will be less. If you have more currency, each currency note has to circulate less number of times. So it will affect velocity in this way. So these are the factors which are affecting velocity of circulation of money. Velocity is speed of circulation of money or number of times that money changes hand. In this video, along with velocity, we are also covering RBI's approach to measurement of money supply. ये revised measures हैं. Originally, there were 4 measures titled as M1, M2, M3 and M4. Now, there are 3. We will consider these recent changes, the recent measures we are considering. M1 is the most liquid component which is available to measure money supply. It is C plus DD plus OD. C क्या है? Currency. Currency notes and coins. DD demand deposit. Demand deposits are current account deposits and part of savings account deposits which are available on demand. And OD includes other deposits which are with central banks. M2 covers each component which is included in M1. And there are some additional components like time deposits. Okay, savings deposits with banks which are time liability portion. तो टाइम डिपॉजिट्स हम कवर करते हैं जो हम डीडी में नहीं कर रहे थे. फिक्स्ड टर्म डिपॉजिट्स, सेविंग्स अकाउंट्स का रिमेनिंग पोर्शन. Then certificate of deposits which are issued by banks and all term deposits which are having maturity period less than 1 year are covered while calculating M2. M3 is broader than M1 and M2. It covers everything which is considered in M2, all components. Then term deposits which are having maturity over a year and call-out term borrowings of banking system are also included in measurement of M3. So this is how RBI is measuring money supply. Data is published by RBI regarding M1, M3. So with these numbers available, we must know like what actually it is. So for that, these concepts will help you to understand that. Thank you.